I'm 73 years old, and I'm about to tell you something that might make you uncomfortable. Not because it's shocking, but because it's true. Almost everything we're taught about getting older, about success, about waiting until later to really live is wrong, completely wrong. And the hardest part to accept is this. The people who were supposed to tell us the truth, our parents, our teachers, society, they didn't. Not necessarily because they were evil. Most of them just didn't know any better. I believe the same things you probably believe right now. For the first 50 years of my life, I thought I had it all figured out. I did everything I was told I was supposed to do. I built a career. I bought the house. I earned the respect of my peers. From the outside, my life looked successful. Then, when I was 52, everything collapsed. I had what doctors politely call a cardiac event. That's just a fancy way of saying my heart tried to kill me. I was sitting in a meeting, talking about quarterly projections and long-term plans, when the room suddenly started spinning. The next thing I remember is waking up in a hospital bed with tubes in my arms and my wife crying in the corner. The doctor told me I was lucky. Lying there, staring at the ceiling, with nothing to do but think. I realized something that terrified me. I had been living my entire life on autopilot. I wasn't really living. I was just moving, going through the motions, checking boxes, trying to meet expectations that weren't even mine. And here's the question that hit me the hardest. If I had died that day, what would I have actually left behind? A nice house? A retirement account? A list of achievements that nobody would remember 5 years from now? That's when I finally saw the biggest lie we all tell ourselves. I have time. I'll do it later. When things slow down, when I make more money, when I get that promotion, when the kids are grown, when I retire. I hear people in their 20 seconds, 30 seconds, even 40 seconds, saying the exact same thing. And I want to save you decades of regret with one simple truth. That day never comes. The finish line keeps moving. You get the promotion and suddenly you need the next one. You make more money and suddenly it's not enough. You're always chasing something just out of reach. And then one day, you're old, sitting quietly, wondering where your life went. I know, because I did it. I spent 30 years climbing a ladder, only to realize too late that it was leaning against the wrong wall. And here's the brutal part. You don't get to climb back down and start over. Time doesn't work that way. Nobody tells you this when you're young, but I will. Success is a terrible goal, and I say that as someone who achieved it. I made partner, I bought the house, I earned the respect, and every time I reached a goal, I felt incredible for about 2 days. Then the feeling disappeared, and I needed the next achievement to feel whole again. It's a hamster wheel, and it never stops. I had a friend who worked 70-hour weeks his entire life, built a multi-million-dollar business, always said he'd slow down next year. Next year came, he had a stroke. At his funeral, his son stood up and said, "My father was a successful man, but I barely knew him." That sentence still haunts me, because when you're near the end, your regrets aren't about the things you did wrong. They're about the things you never did at all. I don't lie awake thinking about failed business deals. Those don't matter. What keeps me up at night are the trips I never took because I was too busy, the relationships I let fade, the book I always wanted to write but never started, the evenings I didn't spend with my kids because I stayed late at work. Those are the things that stay with you. You think you have unlimited time with the people you love? You don't. My father died when I was 45. We had a complicated relationship, and I always thought we'd fix things later, when I wasn't so busy. We never got that chance. And my biggest regret isn't something dramatic. It's all the Sundays I didn't call, all the dinners I skipped, all the small moments I assumed would always be there. After my heart attack, I made changes, real ones. I stepped back from work. I started saying no to things that didn't matter, and I finally started saying yes to the things I'd been postponing for decades. In the last 21 years, I've learned more about life than I did in the previous 52. And what matters is painfully simple. Time with people you love, work that feels meaningful to you, experiences instead of possessions, being present. I know how this sounds. When I was younger, I would have rolled my eyes and said, "That's nice, but I have bills to pay." And you do. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm telling you not to sacrifice what truly matters for things that don't. So here's the question I want you to ask yourself honestly. If you died tomorrow, would you be satisfied with the life you've lived so far? Not impressed, not admired, satisfied. If the answer is no, then what are you waiting for? What are you doing with your time that's so important you're willing to gamble your one life on it? I wake up every morning knowing I'm on borrowed time. We all are. Most people just don't realize it yet. I look at my grandchildren and I see the same patterns. They're stressed, anxious, chasing things they think will make them happy. I try to tell them what I've learned. Most of the time, they don't really listen. Not because they're bad kids, because they can't yet see the pattern. That's why I'm making this video, because maybe someone will listen. Maybe someone will make different choices. Maybe someone will avoid the regrets that follow people like me every day. You don't have unlimited time. Neither do the people you love. Your parents are getting older. One day, they won't be here. Your friends, your spouse, your children, none of these relationships last forever. So what are you going to do? Keep postponing that call? Keep delaying that trip? Keep telling yourself you'll live later? Or are you going to wake up today and start living like your time actually matters? If I could talk to my 30-year-old self, here's what I'd say. Stop trying to impress people who don't matter. Stop sacrificing your health for your career. Stop postponing joy. Stop waiting for permission to live your life. Call your parents more. Take the trips you dream about. Do the things that scare you. Say no to what drains you. Say yes to what fulfills you. And most importantly, start now, not next year. Not after this project, not when things calm down. Now, because the perfect time never comes. Life will always be messy, complicated, full of reasons to wait. And if you keep waiting, one day you'll realize you waited your entire life away. I'm 73. If I'm lucky, maybe I have 10 or 15 years left. Maybe more, probably less. And I'm okay with that. Because these last years have been the richest of my life, not because I made more money, but because I finally started living intentionally. I've traveled, I've repaired relationships, I've forgiven, I've said I love you without hesitation. I'm happier now, with less time ahead of me than I was when I thought I had forever. That's the irony. When you understand time is limited, you finally start to live, so the choice is yours. Keep chasing success and postponing happiness. Or wake up and realize the life you're waiting for has to start today. Don't be 73 wishing you had made different choices. Learn from my mistakes. Live intentionally. Prioritize what matters. Stop waiting for someday. Someday is today. The clock is ticking. What are you going to do with your time?